Hello, hi everybody. Just to start and to wake you up a bit, I would like to ask you to raise your hand if you have been playing games, any type of games, social games, board games. Okay, makes sense. Now, I want to ask you if you ever bet money with your friends on a game. It can be a poker game, it can be a chess game, a golf tournament, whatever. Do you bet money on games? Okay, good. Now, for those of you who have raised your hand, do you find it more exciting when there is a bet involved in the game, like in poker, for example? If yes, you can raise your hand. Okay, now I see that we all agreed on the same concept, so let me tell you a bit about what we are doing. So gaming has been evolving since its beginning. Okay, we started with traditional board games on tables, meeting with a few friends in a coffee in a bar. Then we moved to PC and to some consoles. And today we have seen that the mobile market is actually expanding and growing. So today we are in the mobile era. And in the mobile era, I'm going to talk to you and explain you about what we are doing. Because we have created an amazing concept, amazing products that are going to be the future of the gaming industry. And we truly believe that this is it. This is what's going to be a big hit in the gaming industry, especially in the mobile era we live in today. So let me introduce you GamyTech.
GamyTech is an innovative social gaming company that has an incredible game studio and develops cutting-edge software which enhances others' games. GamyTech's main concept is to make all games social. This would mean that one could play any fun and addictive game, such as chess, Battleship, and Connect 4, with his or her friends through any platform of technology. What adds an ingenious twist to GamyTech's games is that now people can place bets on these games as well. At GamyTech, we developed the software to make these captivating games social. With GamyTech's state-of-the-art software, one can turn any game into a multiplayer, monetize the game, add analytics, add leading security infrastructure. By sharing our unique technology with game developers, GamyTech will be making revenues out of the next big game to hit the social gaming industry. GamyTech's software is wide-reaching, international, and user-friendly. Our team is made up of skilled professionals with experience from companies such as Cantor Fitzgerald, Ernst & Young, William Hill, Playtech, MTV, and many more industry leaders. We have talented experts in programming, graphic design, and finance. In addition, GamyTech is developing future experts to join our team by providing a unique gaming course at the highly esteemed School of Design and Engineering, Shenkar. GamyTech is currently located in Ramat Gan, Israel, in the offices of Makor Capital, a financial company that has now developed a ventures branch in their company with offices in Switzerland, England, France, and Israel. At the moment, there are multiple governments around the world that have declared online gambling as unlawful. Among these are the United States and Israel. While GamyTech adds monetization value to games, which allows players to place bets, GamyTech creates and works only with skill-oriented strategic games, and these are not considered gambling. Therefore, GamyTech is completely legal, safe, responsible, and available for players worldwide. Social gaming worldwide enjoys more players than online gambling. GamyTech has found a way to combine these two industries into a unique product that has both the popularity of social gaming and the financial upside of online gambling. Social gaming and online gambling companies have had enormous monetary outputs and growth in the past decade. GamyTech has found the perfect culmination of these two flourishing industries. With our software, our games, and our team of experts, GamyTech is the next big thing to happen to the social gaming world.
Okay, so now you have a bit an idea of what GamyTech is doing. Now I'm going to go more deeply into it. Obviously, there are more details. What I'm going to cover in the first part of the talk is why you should consider doing this kind of venture, why a game developer should come to us to monetize his game. So obviously the first part is the game experience, okay? By implementing this real money betting strategy into your game, you are actually making the game experience much more exciting, much more intriguing, much more enjoyable for your user. And therefore, the customer keeps coming back, because now it's not a virtual game where he can actually just win some virtual coins and be the richer in the biggest slot on his iPhone. No, now he can get something tangible. He can take hard cash and go to a store and buy something. He can cash out real money from his game. So he's gonna have more incentive to come back and play the game again and again and again, because sometimes he will win. And when he will win, he will take the money out and he will go and spend the night with friends and buy them drinks, and he'll feel happy about it, and he keeps coming back. Another very interesting aspect is, in terms of revenues, this strategy is paying, I would say, for games, because when you are implementing those methods in your game, you can increase your revenue considerably. Any game that has in-app purchases or traditional advertising won't be able to monetize as well as we are monetizing our games right now. So we have basically higher lifetime value for our player than many other types of revenue strategy. Another thing is that this is innovation. Those products are new. Now we are talking about a new concept, something that people haven't seen before. So when you offer something new to customers, it's going to be more intriguing for them, and they'll want to learn about it, and they'll be more interested and more happy to play and try the game. What you should consider. So in the video we have mentioned the legal aspect. Obviously the legal aspect of this type of product is very important. Then the game design, the security is also a very important aspect. The way you are going to optimize your game, and how you are going to retain the customers. So in the legal aspect, basically, it's very interesting. So you need to understand that there is a clear difference between real money gambling and skill games, okay? In terms, how do you define like what's a skill game and what's real money gambling? Basically, when the outcome of the game doesn't depend on luck, it becomes a skill game. And once it's being categorized as a skill games, in terms of regulation, you have less barriers and less constraints that you have with traditional gambling. So we can operate almost everywhere in the world. We can operate in the US, okay, which is a huge market, which is very interesting for us. There are some states who have a regulation in place for skill games, or where you can play skill games. So basically what we do is we detect the geolocation of the user, and we define if he can play real money or if he can play it for real money. We offer two different types of technology to game developers. There is the turn-based technology that we're offering. So basically it can be a game like Flappy Bird, 2048, all those games where you need to reach an high score, and then your high score will be compared with another player. Or there is real-time games, okay? So I'm gonna find someone in the world who want to play $1 against me at the same time, and we'll play together Connect 4 or any other game. Then we have our menu, which is kind of a template that we are offering to game developers. Basically, any game developers can take this menu and put it in his game. We have been putting a lot of thinking in this menu to make it the best user experience. So we have been also analyzing data and updating our different versions based on the feedback of the user. So basically we have done all this work to make sure that the user can deposit money, that he can use his credit card to put money in the game, that he can cash out, and you just need to take it and focus on what game developers are doing the best, making great games. The security aspect of those kind of products is obviously really important, because you are dealing with real money. You kind of become like a bank. So once you become like a bank, you need to make sure you have the right practices and the best practices in place to secure your platform. So we have experts from all the companies around in Israel, from the banking industry, from the gambling industry, who have been working tirelessly for now 1.5 years on securing our platform and securing our games. We are PCI compliant, which means we can work with Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and all the payment processors out there. So that's also something huge that we have been achieving over this period of time, and that now we are willing to share with game developers, so they can rely on us for all the security aspect. They can sleep well at night knowing that the money of their users won't disappear, while we focus on making sure there is a secure environment for them. Okay, then now you have developed your game, you have created it, now your game, you're going to put it in the App Store. The way you are going to put it in the App Store is very important, okay? So that's probably something that most of you know already, but it's always important to mention. You want to pick the right title. You want to make sure the title of your game is corresponding to what's inside of your game. Then you want to translate your title and your descriptions and your keywords to all the languages that are available out there. Because at the end of the day, what any company wants is organic traffic. Obviously, you can pay lots of budget in pay acquisition, but what you want to focus on is organic traffic. So another very important aspect is the keywords, because the keywords, you need to define the right keywords, and that's the key to your success. If you choose and you pick the right keywords and you have a clear strategy, what kind of keywords should I use? Is this keyword going to bring me a lot of traffic? Is this something that people type very often? Wait, but if they type it very often, does my app will come up first? So you need to have a clear strategy in defining the right keywords for your applications, and translating those keywords in all the languages. That's something we have been doing with all of our games, and that's something that has bring us a ton of organic traffic. So you want to make sure you pick the right keyword and you translate them in all the languages. And even if you don't have the resources to have a professional translator translate those keywords, you can ask a friend or anybody on the internet to translate it for you. I'm sure you can find people in all the languages. So again, you want to do the same thing with the languages with your screenshots, because your screenshots, they are the face of your business. That's what people are going to see when they first go to the App Store. So you have the right keyword in place, you have a great game, but you want to make sure people find you, and once they find you, you want to make sure they download the game. So you want to use the right call to action. You want to tell them, hey, you should play my application, you should download it, try it out. So not only you want to translate the keywords and the titles, also those call to actions. Think about it. When you go to the App Store, what are you looking at? You're looking at those specific screenshots. So make sure it's personalized. Make sure it's in the language of the customer you are trying to convince to download your app and give it a try and start playing inside. Now, you have everything in place. So basically, your keyword strategy is very good. The product is amazing. You have a good monetization strategy. The app is working well. You get a lot of traffic, organic traffic, paid traffic, both of them. Make sure you keep your users. Those users, they have a value. So with our system, we saw that the lifetime value of our user has been increasing a lot. But another important aspect in increasing this lifetime value of our users was to use the right strategy to retain them. So use push notifications, okay? You can push notifications every day, you can do it every week, every 2 days, every hour. Also, you can segment your user and see how they interact with the game and make sure you send them the right push at the right moment, and you don't send the same push notification to a user who hasn't opened the app in the last 3 days and someone who has been paying and playing the app every day. So you want to make sure you have the right strategy in terms of push notifications. As I said, for the optimization, I think it's also important in the push notification to translate the push notification in all the languages, and to make sure when you speak with a French guy that you give him a French push notification, and when you speak with an Israeli, you give him a push notification in Hebrew, so he can get you. Another very important thing and very interesting thing that we have been doing, and we've seen great results at Gamitech, it's emails. Why emails? Because in emails you can add so much more content than in a traditional push notification. You can use pictures, you can use links, you can add much more data than you could add in a push notification. So you want to make sure that you send some emails to your customers. You want to make sure that you collect all those emails from your users. So ask them to collect, to sign up in your application or in your game at one point of the experience. Also, in the emails, you should define like, who are my users? Are they paid users? Are they free users? And you don't want to send the same mail to all of your users. You want to segment your user by type and then send a clear and good email to all those users. Another last thing which is very, very important, you want to give. You want to give something for free every day. You want to give something for free every 30 minutes. You want the user to keep coming back. Because think about it, the human psychology, it's built in a way that when we get something for free, we like it. We like it. When we have something and someone gives us something for free, we like it and we want more of it. So if you want more of it, it means it will open your app more often, if it will not interact with your company or with your brand more often. So you want to make sure you give away a lot of stuff for free in your application, that you give away every one day, 1 hour, whatever. You need to find a clear and the good strategy which is appealing to your consumers, but you want to make sure you give away. So that's it. Thank you. It has been a great pleasure. If someone has any question, I'll be happy to answer.
Gents, thank you. Questions? I know it's late. Yep.
I'm just wondering if these apps are live.
Some of them are live. So
I'm just wondering, what sort of success you're having, because the question for me would be, particularly a game like 2048 or checkers or backgammon, or all of them really. There's a skill element, and how do you stop the really good players from just beating everyone else? And there's no.
So basically, we have seen great results now with 2048. Okay, so that's one of our best games out there right now. We're launching the backgammon in 2 weeks, so it's going to be a pretty huge thing. How do you stop players? So we faced this challenge in the past. So at one point we decided that we needed to match the user by levels. So we have different types of levels. Either you are an A player, a B player, a C player, and then you will be matched with someone which is a C player. Because at the beginning we didn't have any matching system in place, and we were seeing users who were extremely skilled, and they were coming back every day and making more money and more money every day. And then we said, okay, so most of our users are losing money and some of them are winning. We need to put a strategy in place that which will be fair for everybody. So we decided that we'll rank our users and we'll match them based on ranking.
No, thank you. Jonathan, thank you. Thank you very much, and thank you for people who have stayed here all day and listened to me all day. Thanks a lot.